All right. Hello, everyone. This is Ro Fisher talking to you from Austin, Texas. Today is Sunday, July 6th, 2014, and I am happy to be here with you guys today to do the Self-Made Empire Sunday training. Today, it's kind of a special weekend, and we also have some panelists that are on. Special guest, Mr. Kyron Wheeler from right outside of Dallas, Texas. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm awesome, bro. How about yourself?
Oh man, I'm doing great, doing great. So I appreciate you getting on with us today, sir. I appreciate that. But
No problem.
absolutely, and just letting everybody know today's kind of a special weekend because our the majority of our leadership is either on the way to Miami, Florida, or arriving and settling in to their hotel rooms in Miami, Florida, because Wake Up Now is having an event this in the next few days. So everyone's getting there, getting prepared to descend on Miami and have some fun at that retreat that's going on. So that's why you may or may not see some the regulars get on to today's training, and that's why, because they're in Miami trying to settle in. I did talk to Steve, and he said he would try to pop in, but the Wi-Fi at the hotels can kind of be unreliable. So we're just gonna move on and do what leaders do, and just try to fill in as best as we can. Those are some big shoes to fill. Isn't that right, Kyron?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so we'll try to step in and do what we do to to maintain things and make sure you guys have all the information that you need to have the success that you want to have for you and your family in Wake Up Now and also in Self-Made Empire. Guys, I have a little bit of information to share for you. One thing is lights, camera, attraction. That is the core. Now, everybody knows, you've been in Self-Made Empire for any amount of time, you know how masterful Mr. Steve Rachel is and his wife Lanacia both are at creating content and putting content out there, sharing value, mainly through video, guys. And they've built a six-figure empire with affiliate products, with network marketing opportunities, and giving great training and value through video, guys. And they've done that and created an empire, a self-made empire. So it's just tremendous what they've done in just a few short years. But they did that accumulating knowledge and talent and creativity and mixing it in a pot and creating a recipe of success. So they've created that recipe, and now what they're doing is they're giving up the goods to all of us and showing all of us how to use video. Now, I mean, you can look at all of the major hitters in this industry. You got all of the leadership at My Lead System Pro. My Lead System Pro is the platform that we all use to basically learn the skills to market our businesses successfully online. All the leadership there, almost all of them, use video to bring their businesses to new heights. And guys, Steve has really learned how to create the effects, to make the presentations, to share value through those videos, and how to rank those videos to the top of social media so that he gets new leads and new signups in his businesses all the time. And he's given all of that information to us through that course at Lights, Camera, Attraction. So guys, there is the major announcement this weekend. I don't know if you've seen it in the group, but the major announcement is that he's given a discount on that course. And let me share my screen with you real quick. See if I can get that to work. And after I share my screen, I'll just kind of show you guys where to go. Let me pop out of my email right there. But if you go to http://make videos like Steve. If you go to that link right now, you will see that there is a discount. And
hey everybody, hey, it's me, Steve. Guess what?
All right.
What?
We'll pause this video right there so I can kind of narrate over this. But guys, right now that course usually sells for almost $50. But right now, because of the holiday weekend, he's given almost a 50% discount on the lights, camera, attraction course, guys. It's only $27, and it ends tonight at midnight, depending on where you are in the United States. So if I were you, which I'm not, of course, but if I were you, I would take full advantage and go over to that URL. The URL again for the course is makevideoslikesteve.com. There is that course is chock full of value right there, guys, and information so that you can learn how to take your business to the next level. So if you don't already have it and you have $27, you need to get it this weekend. That's all I can say about it. It's a tremendous course. They poured out all of the information that you need to be successful and to get in front of the camera and make great video. So I would take that up if I were you. So let me see if I can switch back my screens, guys. You all know that I don't run the webinars at all the times. Oh, there he is right there. Hey, Steve, what's going on, sir?
What's up, bro? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can see you. It's good to see you on.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, we just again just got here to Miami, Florida. I guess several hours ago. We actually went out and had some lunch. We got Candace Bird Davis is here along with her husband Javon. She's got one of her members. I think it's her cousin Jason, who's out also one of the leaders in Wake Up Now, and of course myself, Lanacia here. And there's all the top leaders. You got the executive officers of Wake Up Now are here. Jason Elrod. You got our sponsor. I guess for SME. Greg Padrill's here. Eric. Or Seymour Green is here. Man, I mean Brandon Boyd. I mean, you name them. A lot of the top leaders are here, and we're actually here in a hotel room. We just got here, I guess about 30 minutes ago. Yeah. Finally got checked in here at the hotel, and actually, I don't know if you guys can actually see this on the screen, but can you see that? Can you see that, Ro?
Yes.
I don't know.
That's a fantastic view right there.
Yeah, we're right outside of our hotel room. I don't know. I think they got some things going on down there, some Wake Up Now stuff going on here later on this evening. And like I said, we just got here. We're going to run down there on the beach here in a few and just kind of check out. I've never seen the Atlantic Ocean, so I'm going to, stick my toe in for a second. So it's going to be kind of cool. And I think Candace and Amari, I think they're actually on their way up here as well. I think they're on, the floor below us, I believe. And we're just going to have some fun. There's going to be some new announcements coming out, so we'll try to keep everybody posted on all the new announcements and everything that's going to be popping off over the weekend. And so it's just been a long flight. We got up about 3 o'clock this morning, Las Vegas time. Finally got here about, I guess it was what time was it here? About 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. And it was a straight flight, real cool flight. Got here, hooked up with Candace, and then went out and had some, late lunch, I guess you can say. Really for us, it was really like dinner for them, but because there's like a 3-hour time difference. And so we finally got up here to the hotel, so we're gonna kind of change clothes a little bit and just go downstairs and kind of mingle a little bit with everybody and stuff. So I just wanted to get on. It looked like I was able to get on, so. Which is good. So I'm glad you guys are able to get the webinar up and moving. So we're just excited, man. And it's going to be a lot of cool stuff. It's always good to see a lot of the people that you see that are top earners or people that are up and coming, in Wake Up Now, and get to see them and shake their hand. And guys, the events are definitely where it's at. So if you're here already, great. Some of you might even be on, maybe, possibly that are here, but if not, you definitely want to make it to Salt Lake City. That's going to be the one to be at because it's going to be a lot of great information, a lot of training. Man, that's the national convention, so everybody's going to be coming, And so that's going to be awesome coming this coming September. So definitely make sure you make it there.
Absolutely. I'm making my plans. If you're serious about your business, you will be in Salt Lake City in September, because that, like I said, we making our plans. We are definitely going to be in the house, to partake in all that valuable information and training. Love it. So we're going to do, and I recommend everybody that's on this webinar and viewing the recording, you definitely want to do as the leaders do, so you can have what the leaders have, guys. So there's a clue. I just hate that we couldn't be in Miami this time, but hey, we'll get there next time.
Yeah, we'll share all the information. I know they got some pretty big announcements coming up this weekend. I know they're saving a lot of the big announcements for the national convention, but I think I know they got a few things they're going to be sharing with everybody over the weekend here. So we'll definitely keep everybody posted. So just keep your eye on Facebook and all that. I'm pretty sure everybody be posting it, because we haven't seen everybody, but I know I haven't seen Greg yet. They actually rented a mansion over here in South Beach somewhere, so they're there now, but they're on their way back here. So that's how they do it. They live the one life like that, and so we're trying to get to that point. And but we're really excited about what's going on, and just really fired up. So, but definitely, I know you got some real good information to share with them and everything, and we're just gonna be excited for everybody to receive that. I see Kyron's on. Hey, Kyron, what's up, buddy?
Hey, what's going on, my man? Glad y'all made it safely.
Oh man. Yeah, we're a little jet lagged. Yeah. I feel like I gotta go take a nap, but there's just too much stuff going on, so we got to go down there and get in the mix and everything. So, but I keep looking out the window here, man. Just keeps grabbing my attention because there's just so much going on out there. But we're just excited about what's happening, and hopefully we'll be able to see everybody in Salt Lake City here in the next few months. And so I know Candace is here and Amari's here, and we got some other leaders here that live here in the South Florida area that are going to be here tomorrow. So SME will definitely be representing here at this event, and so it's going to be pretty hot. It's going to be pretty hot. So really looking forward to tomorrow and some of the information that's going to be shared. And tonight, basically, we're just going to hang out.
Yeah, go
tonight.
To the beach.
We're just going to hang out, network with some people, and because they had a few sessions going on when we got here, and I think they're about to end. But other than that, we're just going to kind of hang out, network, talk to some people and everything, and move things forward. And looking forward to tomorrow. So we'll be here Monday, and we'll be leaving on Tuesday. And some people are staying later because they got some other things going on. I think on Wednesday as well. Yeah. And but we'll be flying back to Las Vegas on Tuesday evening and everything. But so far, my first experience, my first trip to Miami, and so far so good. I mean, it's a beautiful city, beautiful white sand beaches. So we're really excited, about what we're going to see here in the next few days. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and turn it back to you guys, man. And I just wanted to pop in real quick, and we're gonna go down and see if we can hook up with a few people or whatever, and we'll keep everybody posted. So keep checking your Facebook, because I'm pretty sure we'll be sharing some images and videos and all that good stuff. So I got all my camera equipment here, so I'm about to put it to work.
That's what's up. Well, hey, guys, we wish you the very best on that trip, and we're glad you guys made it safely. So enjoy, soak up all that good knowledge and information so you can share it with all of us, because we're anxious to receive that. And we appreciate you guys popping on and checking on us. So like I said, enjoy that view of the ocean right there. Oh man. Like I said a few minutes ago, we gonna be there next time. You just rubbing it, Steve. You're rubbing it in right now. You're rubbing it in.
Hey, if I can't have everybody with us, so at least I can show you, and so I can almost kind of force you with us. I mean, the power of technology these days. So, but it's pretty cool, guys. We're excited. So, but anyway, I'll let you guys get back to the training and everything. I guess hey, hit me back later on this evening or whatever. So you got any questions or whatever, we'll be up for a while.
Outstanding, outstanding. Thanks again, sir. Well, I tell you what, guys, I saw another one of our leaders popped on the panel. That is Mr. Jeff Rudolph out of North Carolina. Y'all, I know you guys have seen a lot of the new members that I've been posting up in the Self-Made Empire private group on Facebook, and a lot of those new members are coming from the activity and the leadership that this gentleman right here has brought to our team. And the name of his team is Team Platinum, and you guys are really doing you guys are doing the thing up there. You are, my nickname for you is the Cannibal, because you just go at this business hard, and there is no surrender, and a person gets in front of you, they're pretty much in. That's just what it is. So I just have to say, hey, welcome to the call, Mr. Jeff Rudolph.
Hey there, what's going on there?
Oh man, I'm glad to have you on. I haven't seen your face in a minute, man, so it's good to see you, man.
Hey, congratulations, Jeff, man. I know I've been seeing a lot of activity, man, you guys have been doing, man. So you guys are crushing it, dude. Just keep doing what you're doing. I'm telling you, you'll definitely build an empire doing it like that. So, Platinum is definitely the best name for your team, because y'all doing it definitely platinum style. Is that a new phrase? Maybe we just have to give it a new phrase, man.
No, we don't want to change the phrase of it. But we doing what we got to do down here, man. It's a lot of hard work. People got to understand that if you're hungry and serious about something, you got to put your effort into it. It doesn't come easy. Nothing's given to anybody. You got to put your hard work into it to make it happen. You guys can get to Miami by just snapping your fingers getting there. You got there from hard work, and that's what people got to understand. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of work. As any job you get into, it takes hard work to get to the top, and that's what I'm a true believer in. So I'm glad to be a part of this team. I'm most definitely looking forward to some of the conferences that we will be attending together as a group. Also glad that my good friend Mike, got me introduced to this business, because I had a passion for it from the beginning, and it's just now just going to the top where all the other top leaders are.
Awesome. I see it. I already see it materializing, right? You just do it one member at a time, and it just grows from there. That's how we started. That's how, Roll, Kyron, a lot of the top leaders, they just did it one member at a time, and as long as you're consistent, and obviously you guys have been, so, just keep doing what you're doing, and boom, next thing you know, not only will you be successful, but a lot of people on your team will be successful, and that's really where the magic happens, when a lot of people on your team are having success, and that's why these kind of calls are very important for your business, to really help that duplication factor. So again, congratulations to all the people that are actually on the call, that have really been doing some things, whether you're new, you just joined, or whether you've been in and you've been bringing some people in. So again, congratulations. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it back over to Ro. He's hosting the training call today. I just wanted to hop in here just for a few moments, and just to show my support, for the training today. But anyway, hey, Ro, back to you, and we'll keep everybody posted on any new things or anything. I'm gonna see if I can bribe one of these executives from Wake Up Now, see if they can at least give me a little insight what they're gonna be releasing in September. So we'll see how that goes. So I'll keep you posted. But other than that, guys, have a good night. And we'll see you guys. We'll be back in a few days, and we'll touch base with everybody in the group. And so, hey, guys, keep pushing, keep moving on. Hey, SME for life. Hey, guys, we'll see you later.
Peace.
Hey, thanks for joining, Steve, and thanks for letting us stay on the call and do what we do. You guys enjoy and be safe. And, yeah, if you can't wring any of those secrets out of them, yeah, put it in the group. We love secrets. We love them.
We're going to see what happens, so I'll keep you posted, guys. But, hey, guys, have a good night. We'll talk to you later.
Awesome. Take care, guys. All right, guys. So that was the Rachels popped on our training webinar to give us a little taste of what's going on in Miami, guys. So this company is just tremendous. The things that they're gonna do for all of us as representatives in this company is just tremendous. All the value that the things that are already happening and the things that are about to happen are just crazy. I always say it. I'd love to just imagine where we will all be if we all have the commitment to what we want to do. I just love to dream about where we will all sit this time in next year, 2015, 2016 and on, guys. It's just crazy what we will be able to do for our families, what we will be able to do as far as having free time and the income to enjoy ourselves, guys. It's coming if you just hold on. So that's what the topic for today is, basically, is commitment level. And I'm gonna do a little screen share. I did a couple of slides today, so I'm gonna do a screen share and see if I can pull up the window. So you guys bear with me, because I always have issues with this technology. But let me start that screen share. Either Jeff or Kyron, can you see that screen that says success is inevitable? If you could unmute and let me know if you can see that.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I can see it.
All right, great, guys. So here's just a couple of slides, guys, and I'm just gonna give you a little bulletproof vest today to protect yourselves from some things that are gonna happen. There's a lot of challenges in this business that come from outside forces, guys, and I'm talking about negative people that you may approach with this opportunity. Everyone doesn't like what we're doing. And to be honest, everyone doesn't like the fact that you're going to be trying to change your life for the better, okay? It makes some people uncomfortable to know that you are out there and you're trying to do something different so you can have better things in your life. And you're doing it in a non-traditional way. You're not just going out there getting another part-time job or, doing the same thing that, your neighbor right next door is probably doing to earn extra money. You're doing something different. You're going against the grain. You're lifting yourself up in a different way, and that when someone sees you do that, it makes them uncomfortable. So a lot of times they won't have anything positive to say about what you're doing. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. Not only the challenges from the outside forces, but we're going to talk about the 4 inches, and the inches that I'm talking about are the space between your ears. That's another battleground, guys, and that one's critical, because there are things in your mind that challenge you every day and will keep you right in your same position in life if you let those things. Okay, if you let those things do that, they will do it to you easily. And I'm just going to give you a little example. I made kind of like a couple of slides just so I can illustrate what happens, guys. To me, there's 2 big challenges in between your ears. And that is, there's a little movie playing in your mind all the time. And I call it the what if movie. That movie is playing in the theater of your mind at all times, and it's always trying to play little scenarios about what will happen if you do this, what will happen if you do that, and it shows you a picture of what's going to happen. And then there's a little voice in your mind that narrates that movie, guys. So it's gonna, it kind of whispers in your ear as you're watching the movie. You ever went to the movie with someone who talks through the whole movie? And I hope that guy doesn't do that. Don't you know the monster's in there? They narrate the whole movie. Well, that same thing is going on all the time in your mind also when it comes to doing different things, guys. So I made this little slide right here. I don't know if you guys ever remember the Men in Black movie. Well, the original movie had a character in it that had this little alien that came down, and it was living in like a robot. And they were looking for something, okay? But when the robot died, they did an autopsy, and the main characters in the movie, Will Smith, found the android and found a little lever by his ear, and they opened up the head, and there's a little guy inside the head watching the monitors and controlling everything that this robot does. And if you can see the monitors up here on the screen, he's always watching what's going on. And I like to liken that to what I'm talking about today, guys. There's a movie playing in your mind all the time, but you are in charge of that movie, guys. And the thing about it is, you have to stop playing scenes that you don't want to see, and you have to start playing scenes of how you want your life to be. It's up to you what you play on the screen right there. It's up to you, but you have to determine that you're going to play your movie and you're going to live it out, and you're going to watch the scenes in a positive manner. So you have to protect that, guys. And when I say protect, you have to watch who you talk to. You have to not entertain the things that you used to entertain before you made that decision to do this business, before you made the decision that you're going to be successful, before you made the decision that you're going to live free. Okay? The lifestyle that you used to live before you made that decision should be totally different now that you have made that decision. And what I mean is, I don't come home and watch the news every day, because there's nothing but negativity on the news. I don't need negativity. I protect the movie that's playing in my mind at all times. I only want to hear positivity. I want to hear things about growth. I'll go to YouTube sometimes and I'll watch motivational movies if I start seeing or feeling those feelings creep up that are, that come from a negative mindset, guys. So I protect my movie at all times, guys. And what garbage in, garbage out. That's a saying that came from the computer industry, guys, and it's so real. You cannot put garbage in your mind, because it comes back, it creeps back into your life. So you have to protect your mindset by watching what plays in that what if movie, guys. The other thing is, there's a little voice in your head that's talking the whole time the movie's playing, and you are the one who determines what that voice says. You are the one who decides how you're going to react to the little voice. Sometimes a little voice encourages you, and it'll create confidence in your life if it says the right things. Like sometimes it'll say, "Hey, Jeff Rudolph, I've done this before. This is no sweat. This is just like that thing I did already before, so this is no sweat. I got this." And you walk into that situation with complete confidence, because the voice is speaking the correct language. But if you do not understand how to control that voice, and you listen to the negativity, guys, it's up to you to shut that right down. As soon as you hear that little voice start saying things like, "Oh man, it's just one problem after the next. Man, if one more thing happens to me in my business, I'm not paying next month. I'm gonna quit this. I'm not gonna get my 3 people. My account is still not free. Oh man, this again, man. I knew this prospect would be good in the business, but they didn't come. They didn't get in. They said they would, but they didn't." People will disappoint you. Negative stuff will happen, but believe me, guys, it's up to you who you're gonna listen to, whether it's gonna be the positive voice or the negative voice. So as soon as you hear that negative self-talk start, you got to shut that down, and you got to start visualizing all the things in your life. There were things that happened in the past where someone said you couldn't do something, and you turned around and you took that determination, you took your confidence, and you did it. You accomplished that thing. Those are the types of images you need to start playing. All those times where people said you couldn't do something, you need to turn on that right movie and start playing the correct movie, and remember those times in your life where you triumphed, where people said you couldn't do something. Because it's happened to us all. There's always been situations where the little voice is saying you can't do something, and you need to determine that, man, please, I ain't gonna listen to that. I'm about to do this. I'm about to make this happen no matter what. And see, at the bottom of this slide, I put down here, decide right now that you're going to pay the price. So here's the thing, guys. I don't know how you came into this opportunity. I don't know what you were told. A lot of you came on because you saw these webinars that Self-Made Empire were, that we were putting on, and you got great information about what it was gonna, what the opportunity was gonna do for you and your family. Some people were told some other things. Some people said, "Oh man, this is gonna be easy. It's gonna be a piece of cake." first you're gonna make $600, then you're gonna make $2,500, then you're gonna be making $5 grand a month, and it's gonna be no sweat. Well, sometimes it does work like that. You'll get to F3, F4, F5, and it happens really quick and fast, and there's not a lot of bumps in the road. But other times there is gonna be a price to pay. There's gonna be scenarios that come up that are going to be irritating. There are going to be some people that will say they're going to do something and they don't do it. But you have to decide right now that whatever happens, you are going to pay the price, whatever it takes. Once you decide to make this happen, you have to decide that, and you have to keep moving in that direction, no matter what. See, I'm going to tell you right now, guys, I can speak for myself. Come hell or high water, I'm getting this done, and there's nothing that can take me out of this game. I mean, besides the ending of my life, you know. But every morning, if I'm blessed to wake up and my feet get to hit the floor and my chest is still moving up and down with air, trust me, I'm gonna get this thing done. And there's nothing that can knock me out. No naysayer, no negativity, none of that stuff. So you have to have that same level of confidence, and it all comes from making that decision, guys, because commitment is the foundation of all success, guys. So once you've made a decision, you have to commit to that decision. And we've heard Rachel say all the time, get in this business and commit to this business for a year. That means quitting is not an option for 12 months, guys. So you can give yourself a chance to be successful in this business, to learn the things that you need to learn. At the very beginning of this webinar today, guys, we talked about the Lights, Camera, Attraction course that Steve put out for all of us to learn the ins and outs of video online and how to get leads from that, guys. There's a price to that. There is a price. You know, before it was about 50 bucks, now it's on sale for 27 bucks, but there's a price to that. There's a price to get to Miami and be with the leadership this weekend. There's a price that you're going to have to pay to get this stuff done, guys. So you have to make that decision to get it done right now. I'm sorry. Was there anybody saying anything? Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go back to the screen share, and I want to share one more thing with you guys today when we're talking about commitment. Real quick. Let me see if I can get back to the technology here. Oh man, I love doing the slide shares, guys. It's crazy. All right, so I'm gonna pop it back on, and Kyron, again, can you tell me if you see right now, you see something that says Hernando Cortez on the screen? Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
All right, guys, I have to share this little story about commitment to you, because this thing, when I really heard about this story, it really touched me, and I hope it's going to do the same for you guys. But it says, commitment is the foundation of all success. The phrase, burn the ships, comes from a historic conquest of history when in 1519, Spanish conquistador Hernando Cortez landed in Mexico on the shores of the Yucatan with only one objective, and that is to seize the great treasures known to be there hoarded by the Aztecs. Cortez was committed to his mission, and for his quest for riches is legendary. Cortez was an excellent motivator. He convinced more than 500 soldiers and 100 sailors to set sail from Spain to Mexico, commanding 11 ships to take the world's richest treasure. The historic question is how a small band of Spanish soldiers arrived in a strange country and swiftly brought about the overthrow of a large and powerful empire that was in power for over 6 centuries. For Cortez, the answer was easy. It was all or nothing, a complete and total commitment. Here's how Cortez got the buy-in from the rest of his men. He took away the option of failure. It was conquer and be the heroes and enjoy the spoils of victory or die. When Cortez and his men arrived on the shores of the Yucatan, he rallied the men for one final pep talk before leading his men into battle, and utters these 3 words that changed the course of history. Those words were, burn the ships. He met with resistance from his men. Burn the ships, he repeated. Then uttered these words, if we are going home, we're going home in their ships. With that, okay, let me see. I just got a message that said my presentation isn't on the big screen. So let me click that and see if I can make it to the, okay. I apologize, guys, but it doesn't look like you guys are able to see my screen properly. Kyron, can you see that right now?
Yeah, I see it now, but it's has a whole bunch of windows open. I guess
okay,
what let me share. So now I see your I see the story again.
Okay, all right. So I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna go back. But anyway, he said he met with resistance from his men, and it said, burn the ships, he repeated. He then uttered the words, if we're going home, we are going home in their ships. And with that, Cortez and his men burned their own ships, and by burning their own ships, the commitment level of his men was raised to a whole new level, a level much higher than any of the men, including Cortez, could ever have imagined. Amazingly, the men conquered the Aztecs and have succeeded in something where others had been unsuccessful for 6 centuries. With the victory, Cortez and his men took the treasure. Why did they win? They had no escape. They had no fallback position. They had no choice. It was succeed or die. Their ships were burned. They had no way to get back. Their backs were to the wall. To really succeed, you must have an attitude much like that of Cortez and his men. Cortez and his men did not have a crutch or a fallback position. They frankly didn't have any options. It was simply succeed or die. That's a pretty strong position. How would you like to be engaged in fighting with someone with that level of motivation and commitment? This is the level of motivation and commitment that you must have. You must burn your ship. Level of motivation and commitment. Take away your crutches and excuses and burn the ships that are keeping you from achieving your goal. Identify the ships in your life that are keeping you from accomplishing your dreams. I have a saying, and it's dream big. I have a new saying, and it's burn your ship. You see, whatever prevents you from achieving your goals and dreams are ships that must be burned, not dismantled or run ashore, but burned and destroyed. If we know that our ships are still out there, when things get tough, we instinctively head for the ships so we can escape. It's just human nature in the path of least resistance. This level of thinking and commitment sees sacrifice as a positive thing, not something weird or impossible, but something to be cherished and fought for. Cortez didn't allow himself or his men to have the option of going back to Spain. By removing the option, Cortez and his men were forced to focus on how they can make the mission successful. And so it is with you. How can you make missions in your life successful, guys? So that's what it is, guys. That's what I wanted to share. That story is so powerful. You do not give yourself an option to retreat. Once you've decided something, and let's talk about that word decide. Decide, I like to bring this up because every time you think about how powerful words are, sometimes it helps to really look at the meaning of words. So let's look at the prefix de, de. It means from or off, okay? And then you look at the suffix of the word side, and that means it comes from a Latin word that means killer or act of killing. So really, when you look at the word decide, you're cutting off and you're killing off any other option. And that's exactly what Cortez did when he burned the ships. He killed off all of the options. So you have no choice but to move forward, guys, to drive forward. So that's what I wanted to talk about today, guys. And I'm going to try to move the screen back to where we were. Hey, Kyron, what do you think about that story? Is there any thoughts that came to mind when I was reading that story that brought some thoughts to the forefront of your mind?
Actually, yeah, because I'm actually going through that right now. I decided to burn some ships, as Cortez said. I know it may sound harsh or mean, but I got family members, friends, and stuff like that I need out my inner circle. because they're negative. You know, they're not supportive. So it's getting to the point to where it's affecting me and my mindset. And once it got to that point, I decided that I got to 86 some of them. You know, I mean, it is what it is because neither one of them are going to pay my bills. You know, they're not going to, you know, make me financially free. So in order for me to get to where I want to get to with my family and get my family to where I want to get them to, is I gotta make the decision to keep my mind right, stay focused, stay committed. So that's a good topic we're talking about today. You know, commitment to me. You know, and this is just my opinion, and it may be a lot of others, but your commitment level is kind of based off your why, how strong your why is. You know, if you have a strong why, then your commitment level, your belief level, all that's going to fall in place, and it's going to somewhat be on the same level. You know, so I look at it this way is, you know, whatever I don't know, any excuses that I have or even anybody has, you know, kind of trick your mind a little bit. But, you know, anything, say for instance, I don't know how to make a video. You know, I don't know how to market online. You know, that should become your job now. Your job is to learn how to market online, make a video, whatever it is you're having trouble in doing. If it's public speaking, whatever it is at that particular time that you're saying I can't do this, or I don't know how to do this, then your commitment level and your belief level, faith level, all those levels should be so high to where you say, okay, I'm going to learn how to do it. This has to become my job, is to learn how to do this particular thing so I can better myself and better my business, better my family. So, I mean, yeah, that was a great story. I've never heard that story, but when you said burning ships, that was one of the things that I've decided to do here recently is to 86 a lot of people out of my life. You know, not just completely, but just, you know, we ain't gonna talk as much, we ain't gonna chill as much. I ain't coming to your house to eat, you ain't coming to mine to eat like that. You know, until you get your mindset right, you know, on the same level as me, because I'm going somewhere totally different. You know, so but that's pretty much all I have.
Man, that's so critical in protecting your mindset. Like I was talking about at the very beginning, protecting that movie that runs in your head all the time. Man, I don't have time to hear about petty things. I don't have time to hear about negative things. When people bring that to me, I just shut it down immediately because I'm protecting my mindset. I've already decided that I'm going to a particular place, and there's nothing that's going to take me off of that path. Nothing that I will let take me off of that path. So I protect that with a vengeance, guys. And I think that's the way we all have to be in order to get there. You know, every great leader can get on stage and talk about, you know, what happened when that person, he or she, burnt their ships. You know, I'm sure in September and Live the Dream that's going to take place in Austin, Texas, when Steve and Lanacia Rachel are going to get on stage, they're going to have a story about what it took for them to get to where they are today, what they had to do to burn their ships, what their ships were, and what it took to make that decision that, oh man, I'm letting go of this, I'm letting go of this, and I'm going to move forward. You know, I'm sure every great leader has a story like that. So with that, I'm going to see if I can get Mr. Jeff Rudolph on. Mr. Rudolph, are you still on, sir?
Yeah, I'm still here, man.
All right, great. So based on what we talked about, man, what thoughts came to the forefront of your mind when we were talking about Cortez and burning the ships and having a level of commitment to your business and what you want to do with your life?
Well, I mean, that was an awesome story, man. Had some real key points that was put out there, and it's true, man. You have to separate the people out of your circle that's bringing the negativity to your circle, man. You know, it's not that you want to more or less keep everybody in your circle, but everybody isn't going to be positive and bring the right answers that you need to keep you moving and keep you focused and motivated. And the weird thing about it, man, is I found something that was dear to me when I was in the military, and it talked about 10 basic steps to success, and I found it. I was actually going through some papers of mine, and I found my diplomas and different things, but I stumbled across this paper that my drill instructor gave me. He said there were 10 basic steps to success, and it says you got to thrive under pressure, establish good habits, master the art of communication, because some people can't give the story about about our business. They don't know how to explain it. They have a tough time getting in front of a crowd and explaining the key points of how to be successful. So if they get in front of a mirror, everybody, even if you're not a good singer, anybody can get in front of a mirror and pretend. I mean, just pretend. Get in front of a mirror and focus on presenting the information out as if you got 100 people in front of you. Get in front of a mirror and practice until you get better and better and better. And then it says build your self-esteem. And then it always says be positive. And then it says learn from your adversity. It then says surround yourself around role models. I'm real big with that. If you're around someone that's already successful, learn from that person because they didn't get successful overnight. It took them a long time to get there. All these people that's actually millionaires, you think about it. Before they got in the studio, you got your R&B artists, your rap artists, your gospel singers. Before they became successful, they got that pen and pad out and they just started writing things down. They said to themselves, I think I could do it. I think I could do it. They get out here and they write it down. And guess what? They do a one-hitter quitter. They do that one song that sets them in front of everybody, that gets them successful, but they didn't give up on their dream. They didn't let the negativity in the ships that were actually out there stop them from achieving their goals. So they did what they had to do to become successful. And then it says you got to learn from people that's already role models, like the Steves, like the Fishers, like myself, like the Kyrens. You got to learn from people that's already just making moves in this business because we may not know it all, but we're putting our homework and we're learning that knowledge so we can keep spreading it out to our teams so our teams can be successful. That's the whole key to this thing. We may not have all the answers. I call Mike. I'd be the first one to tell you. I call Mike at any time of the night because I'm up all night. I feel like if you're going to be successful, I'm not saying you're not supposed to sleep, but you are supposed to, if you're really hungry for this business, sometimes you gotta wake the top leaders up in this business and say, hey man, I got a question. I need some help, man. I mean, because once they see your passion on what you're doing, it's gonna make them feel like, hey, they're doing their job. You know, Ro didn't get on this webinar just for the sake of getting on here. He's getting up here because he wanted to put this knowledge out here for us to all be successful. And then it says set demanding goals. I'll set a goal that's crazy. You might say to yourself once a month, you might say, you know what, I'm going to go hard this month. I'm going to go ahead and bring in about 50 people to my business this month. That's just a far-fetched goal. Is it achievable? Of course it is. You just setting your mind up to fight for that 50 people. You may not get 50. You might get 20, 15 to 20 people. But guess what? You set a high goal for yourself and you fought hard to achieve that goal. And it's like, man, it's just like putting a roof on a house. You can't put a roof on a house if your foundation is weak, man. You got to have a strong foundation. So the thing about it, man, is we have to fight hard for what we believe in. And then it says survive on your success. That means once we're successful, we got to learn how to manage this thing and survive on it. And I found these steps to success that helped me, and it helped me throughout my military career, and it helps me now because I have the hunger for this business. I really do. I believe in it. My leaders believe in it, and all the new people that's on this webinar, you guys just have to believe in it. Don't get frustrated because Mr. Jack next door told you he was going to get with you tomorrow, and Mr. Jack tomorrow comes. Mr. Jack never called you. We don't know what happened in Mr. Jack's day from why he didn't call you. Anything could have happened. Could have been an emergency. Anything could have happened. But give him a little time. If Mr. Jack is serious about coming into your business, he will get back in touch with you. Or do a follow-up in the next couple of days. Hey, Mr. Jack, I was just checking with you. I see that you didn't call me on yesterday. Was everything okay? Did something happen? Give him that opportunity to explain what happened. We got to be compassionate when we're dealing with people and understand everybody has a situation. They're not going to move when we want them to move. But just like I think about the biblical things that were taught to me, and James Cleveland said it a long time ago. He said, peace, be still. If you be still, everything is going to happen. You just got to be still. And y'all remember that. That's all I got, bro.
Oh man, that's good stuff, man. Those 10 steps to success, man, everything is there. All the characteristics of what it takes to be successful in anything, they're all right into those 10 steps, man. Also, Mr. Rudolph, sometime today, if you wouldn't mind, sir, if you could go to that Self-Made Empire Facebook group and put those 10 steps in there, man, I would really appreciate that, because everybody that's on this webinar today, I'm sure they're going to want to see a copy of those 10 steps, man. So if you could do that, we'd appreciate it, man. That was outstanding.
No problem. I got you.
Awesome, awesome. So another thing that came up in my mind when he was talking about those 10 steps was once you decide something, you have to start practicing your personality, practicing your circumstances. You need to live in that success that you already envision in your mind. So right now, if you start visualizing what your life is going to be like when you're a leader in this business, you might have to do some public speaking. So just like he said, practice in the mirror right now. Those are all prepping yourself for what's inevitable if you stay on your path. So, you know, if you may have to, you know, go and buy a new vehicle. If you have a dream vehicle right now, you need to be going to those dealerships and getting the specs on that vehicle. You need to go to a dealership and already decide what kind of wheels you're going to have, what kind of a package you're going to have on the car, what kind of interior you want to choose, what kind of colors, everything. You need to already have those things envisioned, and that's prepping your mind for success. Once you have that kind of determination and you have that visualization of where you're going to be, if you're serious about it, you will find circumstances will align themselves so that you can move into and move in and live in that picture that you have in your mind, guys. I remember this story of Jim Carrey. We all know how big a superstar he is now, but he's originally from Canada, and now he's a mega superstar actor. But I remember an interview that they did with him, and he said he wrote himself a personal check on a worthless piece of paper. Basically, it was a check from an account that had nothing in it. But he made it a check out to himself, and he wrote his own name on the check in the sum of $50 million. We all know that he gets checks bigger than that today, but he had to live in that picture. He had to visualize that picture first. He had to live in that picture in his mind first before it became a reality. But, you know, opportunity comes when your preparedness is there, when you already live in that picture and you already know what your future is going to be like. You just set the circumstances and you live in that and you move in that direction. It's inevitable, guys. It's inevitable. So just protect your mind, play the right movie in your mind, and when that little negative voice creeps up and starts whispering in your ear, you need to know how to shut it down and keep driving forward, because that's what this is about. This business is about waking up and grinding every day until you reach your goal, guys. And there's no quitting. Right now, after you get off this webinar, I want everybody to think about what would it take to knock you out of this business? How bad would the circumstances need to be to drive you to quit? I can answer that question for myself. Man, you would have to take you would have to, a lot of really horrible stuff would have to happen for me to quit. It wouldn't be no regular circumstances like the next 10 people that I talk to say no. It would have to be something a lot more detrimental and worse than that for me to quit on my goal. So you need to determine that right now today. What kind of circumstances would make you stop driving towards accomplishing your goal? It shouldn't be nothing petty. It shouldn't be nothing stupid or simple, because stuff is going to happen, guys. You need to already prepare for that stuff. But that's what I wanted to talk to about today, is that level of commitment, you know, and what it's going to take to get you there, guys. And it's going to take deciding. It's going to take that commitment, and, you know, like I said, not quitting. So there it is for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed that story about Cortez and burning the ships, guys. Think about burning your ships. What are they? Think about protecting your mindset. Think about your commitment level, and think and for dang sure, make sure that you're not the one that's gonna quit, guys. Don't quit on yourself and your dreams, because there's too many people depending on you. There's too many things that you need to do for your family and your legacy right now. You know, so let's make it happen, guys. I hope you enjoyed this information today. Like I said, we will see you in the private Facebook group. If anybody has any questions, comments, or concerns, please post them in the group, and we will address them there. But Mr. Kyron Wheeler, thank you very much for joining the webinar today, sir. Appreciate you as always. And the same with you, the leader of Team Platinum, Mr. Jeff Rudolph from North Carolina. Man, you guys are outstanding. I appreciate you being on here, so I wasn't all out here by myself. I appreciate that. So, guys, we will see you either at the top or over the top. Have a fantastic day.